11-year-old Arya Pamana weighs the same as 6 boys his own age. At a colossal 30 stone, he is the heaviest child in the world.
Arya sangat terkenal, jadi saya merasa senang.
This record put him in the national and international spotlight and broadened the horizons for a poor family from rural Indonesia.
Kita merasa hidup dari perkampungan, dari pedesaan, kemudian bergabung dan dianggap selebritis sama pihak-pihak media dan televisi.
A team of medical experts have so far failed to identify any causes for his extraordinary weight gain.
Kalau tidak terkontrol, ini betul bisa sampai fatal, sampai bisa terjadinya kematian.
Now, top obesity expert Dr. Grace Judio will observe Arya at close quarters in an attempt to uncover the truth.
If this thing carries on, the future for Arya will remain dark.
Does Arya suffer from a complex medical condition? Or are his parents overfeeding him?
Ibu lakukan itu membunuh dia loh.
Will Arya be able to enjoy a healthy and happy life?
Arya pengen pergi kuliah Om sampai menggapai cita-cita Arya.
What does the future hold for the world's heaviest child?
Saya jadi begini, Bu.
In a remote village on the island of Java lives a unique boy.
Arya nggak sama teman-teman Arya, Om.
Kenapa?
Karena gemuk.
Seberapa banget?
Kayak gini.
Kayak gini ini gimana?
Besar sekali.
At a massive 30 stone, nearly 3 times the weight of an average man, 11-year-old Arya is the world's heaviest child.
Badannya doang yang gede, pemikirannya kan masih kecimin.
Pengen cepet-cepet kurus, bisa bermain lagi sama teman-teman, bisa main kemana aja.
Arya itu anak yang normal dan sehat, tapi dia nggak bisa membanjat, lari kenceng. Semua di badan Arya sehat, tapi Arya nggak bisa melakukan sesuatu hal.
Kan sekarang itu berat badannya naik banget juga gak bisa. Kalau udah kurus mau coba sih. Arya suka berdoa biar Arya cepet kurus, Om.
How Arya got to this extraordinary size remains a mystery.
Waktu saat Arya lahir, kami sangat bahagia.
Terus Arya 1 tahun, 2 tahun, 4 tahun normal. 5 tahun Arya ada makin gemuk-gemuk kelihatan.
Jadi makannya kayak nggak punya rasa kenyang. Sekali makan 2 bungkus mie ditambah 2 telur. Lebih dari setengah kilogram daging ayam ditambah makan nasi bisa 4 sampai 6 kali dalam sehari.
Saya mau makan terus. Kalau mama masak setiap hari selalu nungguin. Suka bilang mama cepat masaknya.
With his insatiable appetite, Arya gained an incredible 20 stone in just 4 years. And as Arya grew, so did people's curiosity.
Arya di sini sih udah terkenal karena udah sering diliput, udah kayak selebritis gitu.
Jadi merasa gembiranya dilihat orang banyak yang silaturahmi.
Pengen foto bersama dia terkenal, badannya paling gede sedunia.
Pasti seluruh Indonesia pasti minta dipoto sama Arya. Tapi kami selaku orang tua emang sangat senang ya.
In the last 2 years, Arya's fame spread far and wide.
Ya, Arya karena banyak media diliput, masuk TV, terus Arya dikasih uang, dikasih makanan, dikasih baju, itu sama Bupati Purwakarta.
Emang satu-satunya untuk pencari nafkah di rumah ini, itu sangat-sangat membantu keluarga kami.
Then, between the ages of 9 and 10, Arya's weight reached a critical point. His health deteriorated dramatically.
Yang paling sedih itu pada saat itu saat Arya mau bangun. Buat jalan 5 meter aja, napasnya udah ngos-ngosan. Jadi kami khawatir pada saat itu ke Arya.
Weighing a gigantic 30 stone, young Arya was practically immobile, and his tragic story continued to make headlines.
Bocah pengidap obesitas ekstrim, Arya Permana, terpaksa kembali pulang. Penyebabnya, Arya terpeleset saat akan berbaris mengikuti upacara bendera.
News of Arya's plight reached doctors from one of the country's major hospitals.
Mungkin merupakan salah satu obesitas yang terberat di dunia. Kalau tidak terkontrol, ini betul bisa sampai fatal, sampai bisa terjadinya kematian.
A team of specialists carried out examinations and took samples to look for genetic abnormalities or hormonal changes which could contribute to Arya's weight gain.
Dan dari pemeriksaan yang kami dapatkan, yang menarik tentang tiroid, TSH-nya tinggi.
A high level of TSH, or thyroid-stimulating hormone, was not enough to explain his morbid obesity. The doctors decided to look more closely at Arya's intake and asked the family to keep a food diary.
Sometimes I cannot believe all that she writes because when we ask Arya, did you eat noodles? Yes. Yesterday I ate 2 noodles, but in mom's books, there's no noodles at all. And then when we ask, oh yeah, I forgot to write the noodles.
In a final bid to save Arya's life, the hospital is joining forces with a leading weight control specialist from Jakarta. Dr. Grace Judio is a physician and behavioral scientist who runs private clinics across Indonesia.
This is a very particular case, a very difficult one. 190 kilo is really big and Arya is still a child.
Dr. Grace will spend an intensive 2 days with the family at their home.
I would like to observe his behavior and then try to rule out any possible cause that we might miss, and let's see whether we can find a way to help him.
Will she be able to uncover the truth about his mysterious weight gain and see a way to save the world's heaviest child? Dr. Grace will be spending 2 days with 11-year-old Arya Permana and his family. She will be searching for any clues that may explain his extraordinary weight, an astonishing 30 stone.
One thing which worries me is lack of education. I wonder whether the family understand what is nutrition all about or even bother to know. I'm looking also for the interaction between Arya and his family and his friends, belief and perception of food, and the eating habit of the family.
To get her first view of the world's heaviest child, Dr. Grace wants to meet Arya away from the family home.
I will first observe Arya, how he functions daily, what he's doing, his interaction with his friends and his teachers, because they will form a supporting network for Arya.
Halo, Pak. Saya Dr. Grace.
Oh iya, saya gurunya Arya.
Oh, hai Arya. Apa kabar? Saya Dr. Grace. Mana? Baca buku apa? Cita-citaku. Arya mau cita-cita jadi apa? Oh, oke. Nanti diingetin ini bagus nih bukunya buat Arya ya.
Mau capai cita-cita, mau jadi supir kereta di jalan juga bisa lihat-lihat pemandangan. dan juga keretanya kan sekarang udah bagus-bagus.
School plays an important role for Arya. He needs to have a daily routine to keep him busy so he's not just focusing on food. It looks like he's doing well at school, no low IQ, and no developmental delay. I also found out that children at school call him names, even though people are being super friendly to him and look like they're being helpful. And he did not take it seriously. It's a denial. He has to live with it. He looked like he is fine, but actually it's burdening him in a way.
Sekarang berat Om, nggak bisa bawa jauh. Paling cuma 6-8 menit jalan nggak berhenti.
I think he realized that he is big and he's different. Rumahnya yang mana, Arya?
After school, Dr. Grace heads home with Arya to meet his family. She wants to ask his mother, Rokaya, and father, Ade, about Arya's struggles with his weight.
Dibilang, Arya ini gimana Bu dari pagi sampai malam ininya kegiatannya?
1 tahun setengah nggak tidur malam. Ya kita nemenin, langsung tapi minum begini.
But when Dr. Grace tries to begin a basic physical examination, Arya has other ideas.
Arya was scared to go on scale. I think he's traumatized looking at his weight. He's also scared to find out whether his weight increase or decrease.
With Arya hiding in his bedroom, Rokaya is next to leave their guest.
Kalau ditimbang itu takut dietnya merasa tidak berhasil. Padahal ya alhamdulillah kali duduk dicek.
I just wonder myself, is there anything which is contributing on his eating behavior? Is he really hungry or is he just craving for food?
Dr. Grace asks for a tour of the kitchen, but again Rokaya becomes distracted.
Ini lagi mau makan ya. She's not frustrating. I was just asking her, can you show me the kitchen? She said yes. She is occupied with making him eat. It's more than 12 o'clock and Arya, you can see on the background, he did not want to eat. Somehow he's on strike because we are here. Somehow they have in their subconscious mind that he has to eat, whether or not he wants, because now you can really hear that Arya don't want to eat, but it makes them worried. They push him. She even look for different choices of food. Might be less healthier food will attract him. And he still say no, and they're still knocking on the door and waiting in front of the door for him to open the door to eat. They have some diet products already here, but I think it's just the box. There is a lot of white rice. Well, the doctor recommend him to eat red rice. This is fried. You see the fat is floating. This is beef in coconut milk, and it's very, very oily. You can really see that the oil is probably 50% of the whole dish. The kitchen reflects his prognosis of his weight loss. If they don't change it, I'm afraid any program will fail. I don't know, my impression is that they're not trying hard. They're not really trying hard enough.
Arya and his family live in a rural region of Indonesia where poverty is a widespread issue. Arya's dad works as a security guard at a local factory, while his mum is unemployed. But Arya's status as the world's heaviest child has opened the door to new opportunities.
Kami jadi tahu bahwa Arya itu anak yang paling besar di Indonesia, mungkin paling besar di dunia.
Arya diundang ke Jakarta, diundang ke Jepang. Arya sangat terkenal, jadi saya merasa senang.
Kita merasa hidup dari perkampungan, dari pedesaan, kemudian bergabung dan dianggap selebritis sama pihak-pihak media dan televisi lokal, bahkan sampai luar juga.
Recently, the family were flown to Japan to appear on a popular game show. The doctor is concerned that this media attention is making it harder for Arya to commit to losing weight.
Probably they also enjoy the attention. And I just wonder how this story will end.
Before coming to any conclusions, Dr. Grace is keen to rule out any medical or genetic conditions which could be contributing to Arya's extraordinary weight gain. However, even a simple physical assessment proves difficult.
Buang nafas yuk. Very, very thick fat under the skin. My hand is all inside. I think I better do it when he lay down. You can really hear him not breathing properly. The tongue goes backward and it's blocking his airway. He can suffocate himself. He can stop breathing. Arya seberapa pengennya jadi langsing atau at least berat yang
100%.
Seberapa? Segini sampai situ. I learned that basically he's willing to exercise and to do a healthy diet. It seems like he does not have a complete understanding of what he should and he should not eat. At this point, I would say that he's very cooperative and the parents might be the biggest challenge.
It's day 2 of Dr. Grace's investigation at the family home.
So today I'm going to look at what Arya actually eat day to day, how they cook it, how they prepare it, and then see how we can modify it because what they do is not acceptable.
But when she gets there, Arya isn't ready to start the session.
25 juta. Ayo HP kayak titik.
Ayo udang, kita ieu. Pokona mah anu deket jeung si Ence, anu sakabaturan si Ence, pangluhurna mina si Ence mah 10.000.
Arya is manipulating the mother. The parents say that if you can just be patient, you can be successful. You can ask them for a reward. You can buy a new handphone.
With Arya expecting a reward for his participation, Dr. Grace decides to convince him to take part in her nutrition session.
Arya, pengen turun berat? Beneran? Sana yuk.
Encana anak itu apa kata? Lu kumaha?
Samsung kumaha? RAM 2 GB jeung mangkara jeung memori.
Hanya untuk begini aja terus beli HP? Hah?
Mau beli HP.
Mau beli HP sekarang? Mau turun berat atau mau beli HP?
Beli HP.
Nggak pengen turun berat?
Mau.
Hah? Oke, duduk deh ya. Arya marah ke siapa? Kenapa? Kenapa maminya?
Like a typical 11-year-old, when challenged, Arya suddenly snaps.
Udah laksanakan aja ini, Bu.
Enggak, Ibu, ini penting.
Ayah saya takut kalau dia marah, Bu.
Ibu duduk di sini.
Saya lemes, Bu.
Bu, saya mau jelasin ke Ibu. Arya selalu hanya mau menangnya sendiri program ini nggak akan bisa berhasil. Terus
Ya,
akhirnya
emangnya gitu,
dia yang ibu
Enggak,
yang Bu, jangan gitu. Yang ibu lakukan itu membunuh dia loh.
Enggak, saya enggak.
Ibu sehat, tapi dia mati. Dia setiap kali dia mau apapun, dia akan nangis seperti itu.
Jangan marah ke saya, Bu.
Bukan.
Ya Allah, jangan.
Enggak, saya mau bantu ibu. Kapan ibu terakhir kali bilang ke Arya bahwa Arya anak yang kurang ajar? It's a very sad scenario which I see today. Interesting things is that everybody in this household has issue. Arya, being a very fragile boy, need to manage his emotion, and he does not have the guidance that is necessary for him. The parents are not teaching him how to face life, and life will be much meaner than just a weight loss program.
Saya jadi begini, Bu. Emang saya yang paling bersalah. Ya, saya menyesal karena yang salah itu saya nggak kontrol memberi makannya. Saya terus-terusan ngasih makan ke Arya. Saya karena sayang sama anak.
Pernah juga Arya ngobrol ke saya, kenapa badannya gede. Saya bilang, itu terlalu banyak makan.
Ya kalau marah, kalau lapar banget Om.
Yang bikin Arya gendut,
Karena makan.
terus yang ngasih makan siapa?
Ibu. Kan katanya juga salah ibu.
Tetapi masalahnya ini ada hubungan orang tua dan anak yang tidak sehat. Hubungan orang tua dan anak yang tidak sehat, harusnya anak yang sehat itu tidak terus manipulasi orang tuanya. Artinya, if this things carries on, then the future for Arya and his family will remain dark. He may die young, still as a child.
After an enlightening 2 days, Dr. Grace realizes that the family need a major intervention. She delivers an ultimatum to Arya's parents in a desperate bid to save their child's life.
Kalau misalnya mau program, maka kita akan bantu. Saya kasih waktu beberapa saat untuk mikir. I'm going back to Jakarta. I'll be waiting for Arya and his parents in my clinic Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I hope they show up.
It's been 3 days since Dr. Grace returned to Jakarta, having left Arya's parents with an ultimatum. She hopes they will acknowledge that they need help and accept her offer to treat their 30-stone, 11-year-old son.
It's probably the only chance for them to have a proper management, not just weight, but emotional problem surrounded obesity. If Arya and his parents don't come today, it will be a big mistake. Ya, udah datang? Oke, ya. I was very happy to see Arya and his parents come. Hello. Hello. Arya. I'm sure the decision was hard for them to make. Timbang ya.
Last week, Dr. Grace took swabs from Arya to try to determine if his DNA revealed any genetic abnormalities which could be connected to his weight gain.
Tubuhnya itu begitu masuk makanan, itu nyerap lemaknya itu 2 kali lipat lebih banyak daripada orang normal. Jadi itu yang mungkin membuat jadi lebih gampang gemuk daripada orang lain. Gak boleh lepas-lepas, serap semuanya. Nah, itu yang terjadi pada Arya. Arya harus belajar pertama motivasi untuk capai cita-cita. Ini sih motivasi, ya. Itu harus juga dibantu nanti Aryanya, ya, sama bapak dan ibu. They're using food as reward. They're using food as source of entertainment. They're using food as a sign of affection. That contributes a lot to Arya's weight. Kalau misalnya sampai nggak turun beratnya, terus naik, terjadi apa nih pada Arya? Lumpuh, stroke. Bisa ditulis lumpuh. The session makes them think about the consequences, make it real, because somehow everything is so abstract for them.
Iya, menurut Arya, Dokter Chris, orang-orang yang sini mau bantu Arya supaya bisa cepat turun berat badannya.
Jalannya agak panjang ya ke lantai yang situ. Ini adalah nilai. Terus kalau banyak masuk gerombol, dia
The doctor has organized educational workshops where Arya's parents will learn about nutrition, portion control, calories, and how to prepare healthier meals.
kuningnya yang hati-hati. Kuningnya harus direlain buang. Putihnya banyak nggak apa-apa.
Mungkin menurut dokter masaknya nggak benar, nggak cara yang sehat mungkin masaknya.
Dulu 3 kali
puas, baru kita ambil, boleh dengan tempe.
It's easy to forget that Arya is just 11 years old. But Dr. Grace has taken his age into consideration and provided him with resources to engage and educate him.
Arya serius, kalau Bapak Ibu serius, mudah-mudahan secepatnya Arya bisa langsing.
With a weight loss plan now in place, the family are scheduled to come back to the clinic in 4 weeks' time.
Terima kasih,
Bu, I read a glimmer of hope with Arya and his family that he's going to have the weight that he wants.
Ya, tadi saya yang diterangkan dokter itu banyak, pola makannya banyak, soal kalorinya banyak. Saya bingung, sebetulnya saya puyeng gimana cara ngatur pola makan Arya.
It's been a week since Arya's parents, Rokaya and Ade, started to follow his new weight loss plan.
Program diet itu kan makanan juga teratur. Saya jadi susah cariinnya.
Bapak kesini yang boleh dimakan ya. Nah ini lebih dari 2 ya. Nah, ini nasi itu 200. Enaknya?
Arya kan masih anak-anak. Arya kalau mau jajan, kalau jajanan yang itu mah mie, minuman ale-ale, es krim, es yang coklat-coklat, yang gitu dia gak mau, gak nurutin.
Yang dokter bilang cuman harus olahraga sama diet. Soal jajan gak pernah dikasih tahu.
Mama bilang apa kalau masalah es coklat? Sebenarnya boleh nggak jajan es coklat?
Gak pernah bilang apa-apa. Yang bilangnya cuman es gak boleh, kan gak boleh. Juga kan ada belinya es coklat, bukan es doang.
Kami mengira bahwa berat badan Arya itu awalnya bisa kami atasi. Tetapi kami menyadari bahwa kami salah dalam hal ini. Karena butuh dukungan dan... dokter, mas sore. Alhamdulillah baik. Gimana kabar dokter, sehat? Baik. Iya. Sudah mulai makan sehat? Udah mulai, Bu Dokter, walaupun agak-agak susah.
Sebetulnya nggak doyan masakan itu, belum biasa sih.
They think that a program is too difficult for him. They also might be lacking creativity. They cannot think of how to make the food more tasteful for Arya.
Dr. Grace fears that if the weight loss plan is already proving too difficult for them, Arya's health will deteriorate rapidly, putting his life in danger.
If Arya is not losing weight, then I'm afraid that he's at risk at developing cardiovascular diseases. He might have some stroke even though he's young. He might have diabetes.
Concerned that his parents might completely abandon their objective of helping Arya lose weight, the doctor makes a final and much more radical suggestion: surgery.
Kalau misalnya Bapak mau yang lebih cepat, bisa dipertimbangkan untuk operasi.
Oh iya.
Dengan operasi ini, paling tidak kapasitas lambungnya itu nanti bisa terjaga sehingga dia nggak ada kesempatan untuk makan jadi bisa membantu untuk turun konsisten.
Dr. Grace tells Arya's parents that due to their limited finances, a hospital in Jakarta has agreed to potential surgery free of charge.
Saya kalau operasi itu nggak mengizinkan karena Arya takut mati, itu takut ada apa-apanya. Saya jadi takut lah pokoknya.
Concerned by Rokaya's reluctance to consider all options and recognize the urgency of her son's plight, the doctor decides upon a new approach. In 2016, a case made headlines across Indonesia. A 28-stone boy, just 2 stone lighter than Arya, died suddenly in his sleep. His mother, Naning, is determined to help other families understand the potentially fatal consequences of childhood obesity. Before making a final decision about surgery for Arya, Rokaya agrees to meet Naning.
Saya namanya orang kampung, orang awam ya. Saya percaya terhadap dokter. Apapun yang dokter katakan adalah sehat. Saya percaya.
The meeting with the mom whose son died from obesity will make them think more, and it will change their mind. They might consider gastric stapling.
Wahid meninggal, saya merasa diri saya itu merasa berdosa karena mungkin gara-gara saya sehingga selalu makan dan makan terus saya turuti gitu Pak. Saya ibunya Wahid. Ya, Pak Ade, ya. Ini Wahid ini. 3 hari sebelum Wahid meninggal. Saya sudah mengalami Wahid, bukan saudara tok yang mah itu, tapi seluruh itu menyalahkan
pada ibu.
Pada ibunya.
Nanti bisa merasakan sakitnya kayak apa.
Iya, gitu. Makanya saya jauh-jauh pengen ke sini.
Kalau di operasi itu Bu, sebenarnya saya jadi merasa takutnya gimana, takutnya Arya sehat-sehat, badannya sehat, sekarang kan sehat.
Kalau saya ada kesempatan lagi, kalau itu untuk memelihara Wahid ya, mengasuh Wahid, saya tak bawa ke dokter. Cuma kan saya terpaut biaya.
Kalau yang nawarin masalah di operasi mau ada dari rumah sakit Omni, jadi suruh biaya juga gratis. Kita nggak ngeluarkan uang apa-apa.
Ibu udah jungkir balik. Punya Arya, bapaknya Arya, udah ada peluang, udah ada kesempatan, kok tidak digunakan.
Saya akan tetap memberikan masukan-masukan kepada istri saya. Intinya bagaimana bahayanya Arya ke depannya kalau kurang penanganan dari sekarang.
Nanning's tragic story has convinced Ade that immediate action needs taking if they are to reverse Arya's weight gain. Now he and his mother Rokaya must come to an agreement about whether to meet the bariatric surgeon, Dr. Handi Wing.
Gimana Ibu, siap nggak besok ketemu Dr. Handi?
Ya saya juga memikirkan dulu, dia menyarankan operasi itu, di dalam hati saya belum mengizinkan.
Terus terpikir nggak sama Ibu nanti gimana ke depannya Arya?
Kalau Arya itu mau sekolah SMP, SMA, sampai nikah, sampai tercapai cita-citanya dia. Memang saya kepikiran sih badannya mau kecil enggaknya gitu. Tapi gimana cara kecilin badan Arya, bukan di operasi itu.
Masalah kita selalu sembarangan ngasih makan ke Arya, saya nggak ada di rumah Ibu, ya apa yang diinginkan Arya dikasih terus. Yang penting kita besok ke sana aja, kita ketemu Dokter Handi, terus apa yang dia sarankan, apa yang dia inginkan, terus intinya buat kebaikan Arya kita terima aja dulu.
Kalau dokter itu menyarankan saya cara-caranya mengobati Arya, saya mau.
Dr. Handi Wing is a highly recognized surgeon based at one of the most renowned private clinics in Indonesia.
I think for Arya, the weight loss surgery, gastric sleeve is a good option to regain his health. As we know, with conservative medical management, the result is not too good, so we need to become more aggressive. I hope today I can help the family to make a life-changing decision.
Will Dr. Handi be able to convince Arya's mother that this surgery will save his life? Despite her misgivings about surgery for 11-year-old Arya, his mother Rokaya has agreed to meet with one of the country's top bariatric surgeons, Dr. Handi Wing. The surgeon is prepared to operate on Arya in a desperate attempt to reverse his life-threatening weight gain. Gastric sleeve surgery involves removing a large part of the organ, leaving a new, smaller, banana-shaped stomach. The procedure also lowers the amount of hunger hormones that the body can produce, making sustained weight loss much more achievable.
Arya parents come from rural areas, so they always have a stigma about bad things happen always in the surgery.
Tetap kalau kata dokter harus dioperasi, tetap saya nggak mau. Kalau operasi saya mah takut, Pak.
Yang paling galak ibu. Ada saya sama mama. Saya setiap hari kan mama ngerawat Arya. Arya lebih senang kayak dulu Om. Arya suka berdoa biar Arya cepet kurus Om.
We have 3 patients already done the surgery, so they have the brief introduction about what really happens after the surgery.
Orang tuanya tidak mengambil langkah ini, hidup Arya saya yakin nggak akan bertahan, gitu, bertahan lebih lama.
Kan mau jadi masinis.
Hari Arya operasi, kelar semuanya masalah hidup. Ini kita udah kelar masalah hidupnya.
Kelihatan.
Arya saya yakin nggak akan bertahan.
Iya.
Bertahan lebih lama.
We've done everything that we could possibly do. So Arya's life is in his parents' hand.
Kalau saya tadi sudah dokter perlihatkan ke saya, tadi untuk operasinya gitu sudah dijelasin sama dokter. Tadi hati saya sudah kebuka.
Sejujur Pak, hati ibu tadinya tertutup sekali. Tapi setelah tadi putarkan videonya langsung sama Pak Dokter, bahkan dihadirkan 3 orang yang sudah berhasil, ternyata alhamdulillah ibu udah kebuka sekarang.
Untuk operasi itu butuh persiapan, butuh dukungan dari keluarga, dari rumah sakit.
Oke, Ibu, terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak, Dok.
The decision was hard for them to make. They have a thought and some conflicts internally, but they manage.
To improve the chances of a safe and successful outcome to his operation, Arya needs to lose at least a stone immediately. He will be on a liquid diet for the next 2 weeks, as well as a fitness program.
Susah Om menurunkan berat badan tuh. Makannya juga cuman sedikit, sekarang juga udah 3 hari Arya cuman itu Om, minum minuman susu aja. Nggak tahu Om berapa lama menurunkan berat badannya, mudah-mudahan secepatnya. 100% Arya pengen langsing.
It's been 2 weeks since Arya was admitted to hospital. He has now reached his target weight to qualify for surgery.
Dede akan tetap sehat dan akan lebih kurus nantinya ya setelah operasi ya. Sampai ke rumah, harus tenang, kita pasrahkan semuanya sama Allah.
At just 11 years old, Arya will be the youngest person to ever undergo gastric sleeve surgery.
I think this kind of surgery is not a simple surgery, especially in this extreme weight.
Ya jujur aja Pak ya, namanya orang tua ke anak dan anak mau diadakan operasi. Saya selaku ayahnya merasa takut, merasa was-was.
Complex bariatric procedures are not without risk. Potential complications include infection, excess bleeding, blood clotting, breathing problems, and in some cases, fatality.
Tenang dan tenang, oke? Berdoa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Siap? Ya. Agar.
Silakan. Ibu bapak tunggu dulu. Iya.
Aduh.
Once Arya has been given his general anesthetic, a small camera is inserted into his abdomen. 5 small incisions are made to access Arya's stomach from different angles. A large portion is then cut away. The new, smaller stomach is then sealed together with surgical staples. As a result of the reduction, Arya will not only want to eat much smaller portions, but he will feel fuller for longer. After an agonizing wait, Arya's parents finally receive some news.
5 jam belum ada kabar, belum ada berita gimana keadaan Arya di operasi. Dari Dokter Andi, alhamdulillah, intinya semuanya berjalan sesuai dengan rencana, lancar dan normal.
Syukur operasi sudah berjalan dan sudah selesai, dan kondisi Arya saat ini di ruang intensif cukup baik.
It's been 2 days since the operation, and Arya is recovering well.
Ya, saya akan bilang terima kasih kepada Rumah Sakit Omni, pada pak dokter di sini, suster di sini, karena sangat baik kepada Arya.
Arya has a long way to go before he achieves a healthier weight.
After surgery, we expect the patient can lose around 1 to 3 kg every week for around one year. We hope after 1 year, patient can drop below 100 kg. So I think it's a realistic goal for us.
Menurut Arya, mudah-mudahan setahun lagi Om bisa hampir 100 kalau ke bawah.
He has the desire to achieve something, but someone like Arya needs a lot of help and encouragement, and that would help him a lot on achieving his target.
If the recuperation continues to go well, Arya will rapidly lose weight and recover full mobility. Hopefully, he'll be able to fulfill his dreams of continuing in education and becoming a train driver. He is already making plans for when he is no longer the heaviest child in the world.
Pengen itu naik perosotan di kolam renang, main bola, main sepeda.